Hello, everybody. We should be back. All right. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, the mic is picking it up now. The mic is coming up now. You guys can hear me. I apologize, everybody. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So sorry, guys, for anyone who was trying to check out the last stream. Mic went out. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try and be very, very careful. Yeah. So the Canadiens played Panthers. They were in Florida, the FLA Live Arena, even though it should just be called the Florida Live Arena. I don't know why it's the abbreviation, but yeah, Montreal, not a good game tonight. Not a good game. Uh, Funny enough, had a very decent second half to the first period. Second just fell apart, and the third was just awful. Legitimately, I just Jesus. Yeah, the openings for the Canadiens were Cole Caulfield, Nick Suzuki, Kirby Dach, Slavkovsky, Dvorak, Gallagher, Hoffman, Evans, Anderson, Danoff, Drouin, and Armia. Edmondson, Gooley, Xhekaj, Kovacevic, and Harris Barron were your defense pairings. Sam Montembeault gets a start, and Jake Allen backs him up because obviously he played in Tampa Bay last night. The opening lines for the Panthers were Verhaeghe, Barkov, White, Luostarinen, Bennett, Tkachuk, Levticki, Lindell, and Reinhardt, and Lomberg, Stahl of the Eric variety with Cousins, Forsling Ekblad, Stahl of the Mark variety with Montour, and Mahora Gunas were your defensive pairings. Sergei Bobrovsky gets a start, and Spencer Knight will back him up despite being the better goaltender, at least in my opinion. Before the game, Henri, Maurice, Anthony Richard, and Michael Pizzetta were healthy scratches. Dadonov is back in the lineup along with a returning Brendan Gallagher, so that's very fun to see. Panthers get a speedy rush chance in the opening minutes. Canadiens back the other way, and then the Panthers score 1-0 game. Suzuki, but they give the goal to Barkov. He gets the tip. Panthers make it 1-0 very early on, just about 2.5 in. Nothing you could really do there if you're Montembeault. Just kind of have to hope you somehow save it. Doesn't, though. Tip shot in the back of the net. Hoffman then gets a near break. Bob saves it, though. There's a 2-on-1 for Dadonov and Drouin. Dadonov pass right to the Panthers, so there's no shot attempt there. Panthers then get some speed, looking for the 2-0 lead. There are a couple turnovers for both teams. I put this should be a fun one. God. Both teams then pushed. Montour gets a good shot chance through some traffic. Gudas and Anderson were jabbing at each other when Gudas hit Anderson with a clean hit. Panthers had a bit of pressure. Habs couldn't get out of their own zone. Armia then goes to the box for high sticking. Sucks to see that. Evans and Suzuki with a shorthanded chance. That doesn't work, though. Then the Panthers get a 2-0 lead. Barkov gets his second of the game for the 2-0 lead. We are 0 for 1 on the PK tonight. Just a damn good shot. Montembeault, you got to hope to save that, but just isn't able to. It's a really good shot. Can't blame him on that. It is a 2-0 Panthers lead. Then the Canadiens go to their first power play of the game. Gudas with a clear interference on Brendan Gallagher. First unit doesn't get much. Habs do try to click, but we score. Arber Xhekaj, the blue liner, now leads all rookie defensemen with goals. In goals, it's a power play marker from Drouin and Hoffman. Great passing play. Xhekaj to Hoffman to Drouin, back to Xhekaj. Good shot, and it's in the back of the net. Love to see it. We are 1 for 1 on the power play, surprisingly. Bobrovsky then screws up an icing call. Habs nearly pushed as a result. Then the Panthers score. Barkov with the hat trick. Bad coverage by everyone on the play. Monty isn't able to do much there. It's kind of off a rebound is how the goal is scored. A 3-1 Panthers lead. Habs then go to the power play. Again, 4:20 left in the first period. It is a double minor right off the faceoff. After that 3-1 leading goal, Anderson gets a high stick up high from Luostarinen. 4 minutes because there's blood. Habs first unit doesn't get much. The second unit pushes. I would like to see Xhekaj shoot a couple times. There are a couple chances he probably could have, but he just chooses. Oh, sorry. Barkov with the hat trick. I got to throw the hat. I completely forgot. Barkov with the hat trick means the hat comes flying off of my head. So yeah, second unit doesn't get much, but then we score. A final minute goal. Josh Anderson gets it from Hoffman and Xhekaj. Good shot. And the rebound's there for Anderson. Just like that, a 3-2 Panthers deficit now. We are 2 for 3 on the power play. Jack, I believe with his first career goal game, or a 2-point night, they did not bring it up on the commentary that I'm watching. I don't think they would have on the Florida broadcast. But yeah, that might have been Xhekaj's first career 2-point night. That's nice to see. Habs the last second push, but the other way, Eric Staal looks for a shot, can't get it with 2 seconds left. Shots are 15-14 Panthers. They've got a 3-2 lead after 20 minutes as well. Habs early get a few looks. They were playing way better. I'm sorry, boys. I don't know if any of you guys just aren't talking or if we're even getting comments. I'm going to try. NZA says game was shit. Moving on. Well, NZA, for you, you can move on, but I can't. Yeah, for some reason your comment wasn't showing up in my on the live. Maybe if I do this. There we go. Now you're showing up, NZA. There we go. Chat disconnected. Now it's reconnected. That was weird. So yeah, Habs get a few early chances. I thought they were playing very good early on. Panthers then push the other way. There's a couple screenshots. Montembeault plays well there, making some saves. Panthers then go to the power play. Too many men on the ice. Very, very sloppy play. I don't know why I put chance. Very sloppy play with the puck at the bench. Slavkovsky and I think it was Armia came on. Hoffman decides not to go to the bench, even though he probably knows there's too many men. And it's called. And I believe it was Yuri Slavkovsky who does go to the box for that. Edmondson, yes, NZA. Edmondson should get suspended. I will say this before we get to the play that I want to get to when we get to it. Edmondson is very likely going to get suspended, and I think that he should. You should set a standard for a play like that. But the Panthers score on their power play. Matthew Tkachuk tips a shot home. Not really much you can do there. They were trying hard to set a Barkov for the Panthers. They weren't able to for a 4-goal game. But Barkov gets his 4th point of the night with an assist on that goal, the secondary assist, I believe. So we are 0-2 on the PK. Then the Habs go to the power play. Some pushing and shoving with Gudaz involved. Habs get a couple chances. Nothing major there, though. There was a little bit of confidence, but we couldn't get anything challenging on net for Bob. We are 2 for 4 on the power play. Spoiler, that would be our last power play of the night. Yeah. Armia then gets held up by Gudaz. There's no penalty either for holding or for Gudaz losing his helmet. He is given the entire night to put his helmet back on. And yeah, Xhekaj then has a big hit from behind on Cousins. That a boy, Xhekaj. Love to see that. Not trying to injure, just trying to get him off the puck. Habs then gets some push. Doesn't work. There's the Panthers. Mark Staal goes off the post. That nearly scored. Hey, Chad, how's it going, my guy? I just dropped my thing I was playing with. That sounded very wrong. Xhekaj then gets another hit on Luostarinen. Xhekaj had a very solid second period. I thought he was hitting very well, playing very solid in my opinion. Yeah. Habs get some more chances. They looked for the 2-goal deficit to be cut in half. Panthers were getting some chippy plays. Leafs just scored. I'm sure it wasn't Austin Matthews, Chad. Suzuki then goes to the box for hooking. The Panthers pushed for a goal, which is what resulted in the power play for them. Tkachuk was driving hard, trying to find the back of the net, but the Habs, good kill there. We are now 1 for 3 on the PK tonight. We push off the PK. Gallagher with a nice deke, but nothing comes as a result. Cousins finds Eric Staal, wasn't able to get the puck home with a minute left. Good pass, though. It was Kerfoot. Thank you. Funny enough, boys, I just put Staal because I forgot there were 2 Staals on here. I'm very happy with myself when I wrote them both that I was able to recognize which Staal was which on my lines. So the shots are 26-17 for the Panthers. It's a 4-2 lead after 40 minutes. Habs haven't buried themselves out of it yet. They've come back from worse before this season. I thought we can make it a 1-goal game. I'd like that. Don't look down there, please. Don't look down there just yet. I love doing these types of gags where I look at the title. I just love doing them. They're gonna be outdated in like 4 years and the title moves again, but I don't care. For now, it's fun. Florida does a good job stopping anything from their getting past their blue line. Habs couldn't figure anything out. Then there's a bad handle by Gooley, very rare. White pushes him off the puck. Verhaeghe breaks in with a good shot, and it's a 5-2 Florida lead about 4 minutes in. I put we're done. Oh boy, I didn't have the goddamn slightest idea. Florida pushes for more. Habs are trying to get out of their own zone for what felt like minutes at a time. Panthers pushed. Habs couldn't get anything. I started to tune out of this game at this point, and then the Panthers go to the power play. Doc gets called for high sticking. Very shit night. Panthers score. Matthew Tkachuk gets his second of the night. Barkov with, I want to say, his first career 5-point night. Holy hell. Eetu Luostarinen then makes it 7-2 about 2 minutes later. We were cooked. Darkness, oof, rip Habs, yes indeed. And here we go. Doc went at it surprisingly with Radko Gudas. They felt like kind of having a little kerfuffleage together. They were just jawing with each other, tying up. Edmondson comes in, gives him a goddamn cross check. Holy shit. Dirty hit, but I love it. I love seeing Radko Gudas go down anytime someone does that to him. The referee, though, unfortunately also goes down. He would not come back to the game. Looked like he hurt. Yeah, it looked like he had landed on his knee awkwardly, something there. Hope the official, I believe his name was, I think, Brian Jackson. I think they said his name was. I think I said his name was Brian Jackson, something like that. Anytime I can bring out my Chris Chan voice, I'll do it. But yeah, no, I believe his name is Brian Jackson. I hope he's okay. I hope he makes a full recovery. Gudas, I hope that he does not. He didn't look like he was hurt, so I can say that. Guess the Habs in. Oh no, Darkness. It felt like Jake Allen was in net tonight. He had 7 goals allowed. It feels like that was Jake Allen in net. So here are the penalties, boys. Doc's called for roughing. Edmondson gets 4 for cross-checking. Or no, sorry, he gets cross-checking. He gets a game misconduct. Gudas installed to the box for roughing each. I believe that was Mark Stahl. Edmondson for roughing. So in about 5 seconds, there's 6 penalties on the play. Doc gets the 1. Edmondson gets called. The 2 offsetting minors for the Panthers make that even. For some reason, Edmondson's game misconduct is counted as that, and then his extra penalty is counted as the power play. I thought they should have had a 5-on-3 from that. I thought that they should have. Sorry, boys. I can't spit. My throat is dry, and I don't have anything to drink. That's fun. But yeah. Yeah, Edmondson gets all that. It's a game misconduct, which I believe is immediately reviewable per the league. We'll see about that. I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if both Edmondson and Gallagher are suspended tomorrow, or New Year's Day. Whenever they look at those whenever they look at those, I'm assuming it'll probably be tomorrow. Yeah, I might come up live if there's a suspension. Depends if it's a really lengthy one. It depends. I feel like with the Edmondson, it should be at least 2 games. I'll say if it's somehow 10 plus games, then I'll come up and do a live stream for a recap. If it's only a fine, I'll come up. I feel like if it's the expected 2 to 3 games, I won't come up here and do a live stream. Maybe I'll put out a post. Maybe I'll put something out on Twitter. I doubt it. Twitter's usually for shit posting for me anyways. I usually just shit post on there. But yeah, so Edmondson with the extra penalty. Caulfield is going to the bench going to the box to serve that because he doesn't play on the penalty kill, so not losing much out there. And obviously I mean that not because Caulfield sucks. Obviously I mean that because he doesn't play PK, so just send him out there. Guy who doesn't play PK anyways. Habs are surprisingly able to kill off the penalty. The Panthers get a couple chances, not too much, but yeah, we are 2 for 4 on the PK. Then Gouli goes down. A bit of a weird situation there. Barkov has Gouli. The puck comes around to them. They go into the boards. It looks like Barkov kind of sticks his leg out. Gouli goes down awkwardly on his knee, and Barkov lands on the neck as well. That was scary. Gouli thankfully is able to get up on his own after a few minutes. He was down for a bit, but yeah, hopefully Gouli is fine. Hopefully that wasn't dirty on Barkov. I'm assuming it wasn't because he's not known to be doing that type of shit. I'm assuming it's not dirty, but you never know. And then Verhaeghe gets a clear cross check. There's off on, I want to say it was not Kirby Doc. I want to say it was, I think Jake Evans, I think it was who he cross checked. Barkov gets a chance seconds later. This game was a joke. Then we've got a fight behind the play as the rookie playing his first ever game, that Katiti guy or whatever, Katiti, that whatever, the rookie for the Panthers, he was playing in his first game. He was getting off on a break. He was getting off on the ice. Brendan Gallagher firstly had an accidental knee with Reinhart. He was in front trying to tip a shot wide, turns around, and Reinhart's right there. Then he tries to hit Montour low. Montour doesn't like it, so drops the gloves immediately, doesn't give Gallagher a chance to react, starts punching him, gets him down, begins fucking sucker punching him because what is a fair fight? Fuck Brendan Montour. Refs don't step in immediately. They literally let Montour get at least 3 or 4 shots in on fucking Gallagher. Then they come in to try and break him apart. Montour gives one more. I think that should be a suspension. If you're going to fucking suspend Joel Edmondson for a clear intent to injure cross-check, you suspend Brendan Montour for a clear intent to injure with the fucking sucker punches. At least I think you should. I'll be incredibly surprised if you don't. I'll be incredibly surprised if there's no suspension. If there aren't 2 suspensions out of this game. Darkness, we don't need Colton. We have the better doc. We don't need Colton. Thank you, though. Galley, of course, gets the extra 2 for instigating when Brendan Montour was the one who dropped the gloves first. The refs are a fucking joke right now. Habs kill off the penalty. Surprisingly, there's not much. We are 3 for 5 on the PK tonight. That does it with about 50 seconds left. Both teams just kind of kill it off. Panthers tried for one more rush. I will respect the Panthers for this one thing. They put like their bottom 6 out there on the power play. For the one where it was still 7-2, the power play they had off the Edmondson rush, they still put out both their units. So yeah, fuck you, Florida, for that. But then at the end of the game, they put out their bottom 6. Unfortunately, Xhekaj was on the ice and he did not attempt to cross-check Radko Gudas right in the face. Felt he should have. Unfortunately, he did not. But yeah, so the final shots are 41-27 for the Panthers. They will take this game 7-2 in regulation. I'm sorry, boys. I'm going to see. I feel like I'm missing comments. Well, no, I'm not missing comments. What the fuck? I could have sworn I was missing comments. Wow, a lot of you guys are not active right now. That is kind of surprising. Okay, I don't know why I have my camera. What the hell was that? All right. So yeah, Panthers take the game in regulation. That was just a god-awful effort by the Canadiens. I wanted to say we're getting to the point where you should fire Alex Burrows, but we scored 2 power play goals tonight. We actually looked pretty good. Our first power play that looked pretty good, and I'd say probably 4 or 5 games tonight. It's a mixed bag with Burrows. I might be starting to hit on to hit on the hey, maybe we should fire Burrows train, but just I want to give him to the end of the year. But I don't know. I thought this game was very, very indicative of the Canadiens missing their depth. Sean Monahan is injured. David Savard's injured. Fucking Mike Matheson is injured again. Joel Edmondson's probably going to be suspended. We're missing a lot of the depth that the Canadiens have this season. You know, we missed a lot of the depth that the Habs could have dealt with. You know, Monahan probably could have prevented Barkov from scoring a hat trick tonight. Not saying we would have won, but you know, would have probably prevented that. Sorry, Boyles, that was really loud. You know, we're missing a lot of these guys, a lot of these veteran players that can help us in the lineup. You know, Weidman even was a healthy scratch, and I thought he could have helped out tonight instead of, say, Kovacevic in the lineup. But yeah, I don't know. Hey, James, how's it going, man? Salty Wings and Avs. All right, so what happened in the game? Basically, the game was 7-2. Doc went at it with Radko Gudas, who had been delivering a ton of hits against the Canadiens. He got called for a clear interference against Brendan Gallagher, had the puck nowhere near him, got called for that. Doc decided to go at it with him, and I just realized I forgot to take the strings out. Doc went at it with Gudas, and Joel Edmondson came in and cross-checked Joel Edmondson from Joel Edmondson cross-checked himself. Cross-checked Radko Gudas from behind. It was a dirty hit. I loved it, though. Cross-checked him from behind. Got a game misconduct for it. Then Gooley went down Barkov with what looked like a bit of a slew foot. Verhaeghe gave a cross-check to, I think, Jake Evans that didn't get called. Then Montour with a knee-on-knee with Reinhart. Tried to hit Montour low. Montour decided to sucker punch him 7 or 8 times. And, yeah, it was a very, very messy final 10 minutes of the game, roughly 10 minutes of the game. If you just watch these last 10, you would think, holy shit, the Panthers have a big rivalry with the Canadiens. No, they're just a dirty team that isn't going to win a Stanley Cup. That's pretty much the best way to put it. They're just a middling NHL team. So, yeah. So yeah, boyos, if you guys have any more comments or questions that you guys, if you guys have any more comments or questions, they on the same team, Montour and Reinhart? Yes, yeah, they are salty wings. And Brandon Montour and Sam Reinhart were both on the Panthers tonight. Yeah, okay, yeah. So Brendan Gallagher had an accident on the Leone with Reinhart, who Gallagher then tried to hit Montour low. I should say that they were Montour and Reinhart were on the same team. It's not like Montour went after Reinhart or yeah. So yeah, they're on the same team. Yeah, I should have clarified that. But yeah, if you guys got any more comments, questions, and they were both on the Sabres, were they? Oh yeah, they were NZA. Yeah, they were. Thank you for that. Yeah, they were. Yeah, guys. Yeah, guys. Give me any comments or questions that you guys have. I'm gonna start working on the stats. Get out of here a little bit. Thought I had something to drink down here, but I didn't. Sabres clapped you guys. Well, I mean, it's the Red Wings. That's to be expected. They're not a good team. Bro, you guys lost 6-3. Holy shit. Come on, Tage. How do you keep Tage Thompson off the score sheet and then let Kyle fucking Okposo score a hat trick? How do you do that? That takes a special kind of bad for that to happen. Hornak had 2. You guys let fucking Hornak had 2 points? No, he didn't. It's saying here oh, is it one of those is it one of those memes where it's like he had 2 own goals? Did Philip Hornak have 2 own goals tonight, my guy? Yep. Let's go, baby. Philip Hornak, best defensive league. Let's go, baby. All right. Let me see if I can find those real quick. Let me see if I can find Philip Hornak. Philip Hornak upload date. Well, he had a turnover that knocked into his own goal. The most recent Philip Hornak shit is from 10 days ago. Nobody talks about Philip Hornak. Was this his first game back since the Reeves shit went down? Was this his first stuff that went down? I love that Joel Edmondson cross-check is already being talked about, and nobody's uploaded it yet. Incredibly, nobody has uploaded this yet. What if I go live? Joel Edmondson. Nobody is talking about Joel Edmondson live. That is kind of surprising. And nobody has ever done a live stream with the name Joel Edmondson. That is really funny. On where? Oh, I'm looking on YouTube. I'm looking to try and find if someone has the Joel Edmondson cross check. Oh, NHL highlights might have it actually. What are the comments? Jack guy, the new power play general. Yes, he is. All right, let me look and see if okay, so where's the Joel Edmondson cross check? Because I'll see if I can like find this. It's right about here, right? No, where the fuck is it? Come on. Is it here? 620. Are they really not gonna? Wow, they're really just gonna skip over the Joel Edmondson cross check. Wow, they're really just gonna skip over the. Wow. Wow, NHL highlights. Vince Vaughn was at the Yotes game. Oh god. Damn, Vince Vaughn must fucking hate himself. I thought he was a Blackhawks fan though. I could have sworn he was a fucking Blackhawks fan. Damn. That's funny. Yeah, exactly, Salty Wigs. Look what the fuck's he doing there? Darkness, you've never heard of Vince Vaughn, my guy. What the fuck? How have you my guy, he's in dodgeball. He's the main dude in dodgeball. Yeah, what the fuck? Wow, I'm surprised. Okay, well, it's not the NHL highlights, it's the Sportsnet highlights. I'm really surprised they didn't have the the cross check in there. That is, I'm actually surprised that. I'm surprised by that. But ooh. I've never seen dodgeball, dude. Was he in Forgetting Sarah Marshall? Was he in that movie? Bill Hader. Bro, what the fuck is this cast? Like fucking Mila Kunis, Kristen Bell, Paul Rudd, Russell Brand, Jonah Hill, Bill Hader, Jason Bateman's in this. Okay, well, not really Kristen Wiig, but like this is a good amount of guys that I know. Holy hell! Ah, Jesse Heeman. Oh, what a legend, man! What a legend. Yeah, dude, Darkness, you gotta watch Dodgeball. It's really, really funny. It's really funny, actually. Yeah. Ugh, all right. All right, let me get to the stats, and then we're gonna head out of here. Nick Suzuki leads the Montreal Canadiens with 15 goals, 17 assists, 32 points. Cole Caulfield with 19 goals, 9 assists, 28 points. He's been stuck on 19 for a while. Kirby Dach, 5 goals, 18 assists, 23 points. Sean Monahab, 6 goals, 11 assists, 17 points. Christian Dvorak with 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points. Josh Anderson, 9 goals, 4 assists, 13 points. Caden Gooley, 2 goals, 11 assists, 13 points. Pretty much, Darkness. If you let Kyle Okposo score Hattie in 2022, you deserve to shut down the franchise. I agree. Caden Gooley, 2 goals, 11 assists, 13 points. Mike Hoffman, 7 goals, 5 assists, 12 points. Arber Xhekaj, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points. Jordan Harris, 1 goal, 10 assists, 11 points. Juraj Slafkovsky, 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points. Who would have thought Arber Xhekaj would have more points than Juraj Slafkovsky this year? Brendan Gallagher, 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points. David Savard, 1 goal, 8 assists, 9 points. Evgeny Dodonov, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. Jake Evans, 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points. Mike Matheson, 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points. Jonathan Kovacevic and Joel Edmondson each with a goal, 4 assists, 5 points. Jonathan Drouin, 5 assists. Vince Vaughn's and Rudy. Is he wings? I don't know about that. Randy, hey Harry, how many goals were Montembeau's fault? Be honest. You and fucking Montembeau, man. You're like Montembeau's biggest fan. Maybe 1. I mean, looking back at them real quick, the first goal, Forsling, and it was tipped by either Barkov or Suzuki. It was Suzuki, but they've kept the goal as Barkov and they haven't changed it. So I'm gonna say the way it was a tip shot. The second goal was a power play goal, which those are hit and miss on if you can blame a goaltender or not. The 3-0 goal was just bad coverage. It was a rebounded shot that got out to Barkov. He scored that way. The 4-1 lead, if I can find it, Tkachuk was on a power play, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was Matthew Tkachuk. He tipped a shot home. Yeah, he tipped a shot home. Chad, no, you know who's the bust? Nicholas Robertson, my guy. How's he doing, my guy? How's he doing? How's Austin Matthews' quest for 60 goals again going? Because last time I checked, he's not there. The 5th goal was a Verhaeghe, just a really, really solid shot. That one you could maybe argue Monty could have had, but I thought that was just a good shot. He probably could have had that. The 6-2 game was I believe that was another high stick by, I think that was the one that was not the high stick, but I think that was the one that was tipped up high by Tkachuk. I think that was the one. And then the Luostarinen goal was just a 2-on-0 that Monty really couldn't save. So yeah, there was maybe 1, maybe 2 goals that Monty could have had, but a lot of them were just 2-on-0s, tip shots that really, yeah. So you're saying Habs made 6 costly mistakes. That means Habs should have won 2-1. No, Randy, they shouldn't have. They didn't deserve to win this game. They were lucky to even be down 3-2 in the first period. But I'm saying that they did make a lot of mistakes. My guy, why do you always try to spin every fucking Montembeau loss into a goddamn, oh, it was his fault? Like you're almost as bad as the goddamn retarded Drouin guys. Like fucking, I'm guaranteeing you there are 3 people out there at least that are saying, oh, Jonathan Drouin was at fault for every single one of those goals tonight, even though I'm pretty sure he was on the bench for all except for one of them. Like seriously, like 2 or 3 goals being tip shots, that's an issue. 2 2-on-0s, that's an issue. Or 2 2-on-1s and 2-on-0s. 2-on-1s and 2-on-0s, that's an issue. There were 3 more that Montembeau saved. There were at least 3 shots that hit the post. I'm not saying Habs should have won this 2-1. I'm saying some of the shots that went in should have been played better by the Canadiens. Should have been played better by the Canadiens. We shouldn't have allowed 3 tip shots. We shouldn't have allowed 2 2-on-0 goals and 2-on-1 goals. We shouldn't have allowed those to happen. Caden Gooley was even at fault for one of those goals, and I love Caden Gooley. Puck copped over his stick. 2 of those goals. No, one of those goals. It was the Verhaeghe goal. I was thinking it was one of the 2-on-0s. It was the Carter Verhaeghe goal. Puck hopped over his stick, and he couldn't recover off that. That was Caden Gooley's fault. Unfortunately, I have to say that. you know? Like those goals we should have had. But then the shots that went off the post, if those go in, we still lose the game. You know? So yeah, there's a chance we could have won this game 2-1 if we had somehow gotten, in hindsight, the ability to stop all those chances. But we wouldn't have. We would not have won this game 2-1. Not at all. Matthew's 17 goals. Dude, he still has 17 goals? Caulfield's at 19, my guy. Bro, what? Harris in the darkness. I mean, like you said it best. You're a bust for not being in the league. Yeah, Salty. Exactly. The defense is too young, my guy. The defense is too young. We are massively missing David Savard and Mike Matheson. We're gonna miss Joel Edmondson coming off probably a 3-game suspension. I'm gonna assume a 3-game suspension. We're missing those guys deeply, you know. And before any of you guys are asking, yes, despite the injuries, I'd rather have Mike Matheson over Jeff Petrie in the lineup. I would absolutely rather those guys. I would rather Mike Matheson with the injuries that has come with him. I'd rather have his 7 points in 12 games, something like that. No, fuck off, HockeyDB. I don't want to support free content. That's why I have an ad blocker. Mike Matheson. Yeah, dude has 6 points in 10 games. So actually slightly worse than I thought. Actually, technically better because he has a better points per game percentage than what I thought. Because I thought he had 7 and 12. He has 6 and 10. 6 points in 10 games. Like, obviously, he wouldn't reach this, but that's on pace for roughly 45, 50 points. He probably would end the year with about 30, 35, probably around what he had last year. But still, 6 points in 10 games. I would much rather have that. And we are sorely missing Mike Matheson. We're sorely missing the defensive ability of David Savard. We're going to sorely miss Joel Edmondson while he's more than likely suspended. We're going to fucking miss Caden Gooley if he's hurt for a long time like he was tonight, you know? We are missing our top 4 defensemen after tonight. We are literally missing our entire top 4 blue line. We might have to call up 2 guys because Chris Weidman's probably coming into the lineup. Edmondson's going to be out. And hell, it wouldn't surprise me if somehow another guy got hurt tonight. It wouldn't surprise me, you know? So we are going to lose our next game. We are going to allow at least 7 goals to Alex Ovechkin probably on New Year's Eve. On Saturday, I think it is. Yeah, on Saturday, you know? Like, legitimately, the only reason that we are tanking is because of the veterans getting hurt and because of the defensive system. Not the defensive system of Stefan Robitaille, because of how bad that we've been lately as a result of our injuries, you know? I obviously don't think we'd still be above 500 if Monahan doesn't get hurt, if Edmondson doesn't get hurt because he's been hurt a couple times this year, if Savard doesn't get hurt, and if fucking Matheson was good to go at the start of the year. I don't think we're above 500, but we're playing we currently are. We are absolutely playing better. We don't lose this game 7-2 if everybody up. We probably lose it 4-2 or maybe 4-3 if we're lucky, you know? We are scoring more goals. We're still probably losing games, but we are at least scoring more goals than we are right now if our guys are healthy in the lineup. You know, I'm not going to say, oh, we should have won at least 5 to 6 games if all our guys are healthy. Obviously, no. We're going to win a few extra games, obviously, but we're not going to be suddenly magically a playoff team just because all our guys are back in the lineup. But we are scoring more goals, and that is what I want. Obviously, as a Habs fan, I want us to win. I don't want us to lose ever. I know we're in a rebuild, and I'm fine with that. But as a Habs fan, if you're a real Habs fan, you don't want your team to lose. You'll be fine when they lose because, okay, we're rebuilding, but you'll be more happy if they win, you know? I don't think the real Habs fans are currently looking at us when we win and thinking, you know, real Habs fans are looking at when we win and thinking, hey, cool, you won tonight? That's nice, you know? And I think that you know, fake Habs fans are looking at when we win and thinking, damn it, that's gonna ruin our chances of getting Bedard. No, who cares about Conor Bedard? If we got Bedard, cool. An NHL team's goal should be to make the playoffs. An NHL team's goal should be to make the playoffs. I'm not saying I was expecting us to, because obviously I wasn't. But every NHL team's goal should be to win. Marty St. Louis is trying to coach this team to win. And I think, honestly, despite our injuries, he's doing a decent job. He's doing a decent enough job with the inexperienced blue line and the lack of offensive depth that he's had to deal with recently, you know? Prediction for Saturday, 9-1 Washington. Randy, I'm not going to say 9-1 because it's probably going to be Jake Allen net. I'm somehow, weirdly enough, we always seem to score less. We always seem to score more and allow less, but still lose when Jake Allen's in net. I'm gonna say 7-3. I'm gonna say we're not gonna allow that many goals. We're still gonna get dominated, but I do think that we are gonna be slightly better than tonight. And you know what? I'm gonna say Saturday. Caulfield gets his 20th of the year, and Ovechkin gets probably a hat trick because fucking why not? What was your prediction before the Habs started? Before the Habs started, before the Canadiens came into existence, before the season, Randy, I think I saw us barely out of the playoffs, just about 500. I saw us being about say 38 to 39 and like 6 or something like that. Something like that. Yeah, I think something like that. This year, except the Habs losing for Bedard, not tanking, just losing. Well, Randy, with us probably trading Edmondson at the blue line, at the deadline, us probably dealing out Jonathan Drouin, Evgeny Dadonov, probably Mike Hoffman, maybe trying to dangle Josh Anderson to a team. With us making these moves, we will be tanking at the deadline for Conor Bedard. It genuinely wouldn't surprise me. The one guy I would not want the Canadiens to move that is out there for trade talks right now is Sean Monahan. I think Sean Monahan has been an incredible second line center since coming to Montreal, and I think the Canadiens management is also seeing that. And while we might be able to get a first round pick from, we've already gotten a first round pick from Calgary in a couple years. We already have a first round pick for him. We don't need to get greedy and trying to get a first round pick and a prospect for him. I think you re-sign Sean Monahan, sit down with him, try to negotiate a 3-4 year contract. Maybe I'd say 3 years, about 3.5-4 million per, if that's something he'll take. The only issue is the cap's going to be increasing more and more throughout the next couple years, so he might want a little bit more, but we'll see. I would sit down with Sean Monahan, negotiating a contract with him, honestly. That's what I would probably do. I've accepted the Blues being the definition of mid, aka 500, pretty much darkness. I mean, yeah, the Blues, they really did go on a fluke run in 2019 because they have not shown any remnants of being a cup contender since then. And quite frankly, I'm very surprised you guys have not sold off Ryan O'Reilly or Vladimir Tarasenko yet. I'm actually very surprised by that. Jake Allen in net. Jake Allen's in net. Oh, no, Randy. It's still probably 9. Your 9-1 prediction fits if Jake Allen's in net then. Dude will make like 19 incredible saves and then allows 3 shitty blocker side goals. That's honestly Jake Allen in a nutshell, pretty much. And the Montembeau is just save and allow a couple tip shot goals and 2-on-1 goals, and people still blame him because fuck the French, apparently. If we get a center like, but no, Randy, because Monahan was being used on the wing, I'm pretty sure, with Caulfield and Suzuki at some point, and he was even on the wing, I'm pretty sure, on the second line. So Monahan's not expendable. You can use him on the right wing because actually, I'd say the one place that we are really weak on for prospect depth is probably the right wing, actually. I'd actually say that Monahan could probably move on to the second line right wing. I personally think that you should keep Doc at the right wing. At least I think. I love Kirby Doc on that wing with Suzuki and Caulfield, especially earlier in the year. Recently they have all slowed down, but here's the thing. Again, it's the mid-season drought. 50, 60 games in, we're going to start clicking again. Keep those guys together. Just let them get the chemistry building. And yeah. I do like Duck on that line with Suzuki and Caulfield. Monahan, I think, could be a good second line winger, and need those veteran guys when you're going to want to start contending in 3 to 4 years. You need those guys like Sean Monahan. You need the guys like David Savard, who I wouldn't trade David Savard. I think he kept the blue line together, at least in my opinion. I think I would keep these guys, even a Jake Allen, and Montembeau probably takes over the starter job in a couple years. Depending on us getting Devin Levi, obviously, or not. I honestly think that you keep some of these guys because they could be very solid veterans in the locker room. And like I said, you need those for when you're contending for a cup in 4 or 5 years, playoff contending in 3 years when like Montreal probably is, so it's I think Monahan at center would be expendable if we get Bedard, but overall Monahan is a much better asset than I think people are giving him credit for. Made so many good bets tonight, but lost on my profit on the Canucks. Damn, Eternal Render. Hey man, I love you too, man. How did you lose all your profit on the Canucks? What did the Canucks get up to tonight? NHL games. What are the Canucks doing right now? The Canucks lost to the Jets. Okay, yeah, no, you should have bet on the Jets on that one. That Mark Scheifele. What is with guys getting hat tricks tonight? What the fuck? Did someone get a hat trick in the Avs game? No, surprisingly not. Cale Makar has 3 points though. Fucking Barkov got a hat trick tonight. What's his face got a hat trick tonight? Kyle Okposo And Mark Scheifele got a hat trick tonight. Did someone somehow get a hat trick in the Senators game? No, DeBrincat got 2. So in other words, he got no goals. Did a live bet when they were up 1-0. Okay, that's fair, Eternal Render. That is kind of fair then. But to be fair, you should have also known. Yeah, you should have probably known they were gonna blow the lead. It's Vancouver. NZA, I don't give a shit about Shively at this point. If he gets a hat trick, good for him. Whatever. He's not gonna win a cup. No, Randy. If Montembeau's in net, take out the 1. Take out the 1. Then you're good. Yeah. Total run exactly. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Exactly, my guy. That's pretty much how you got to put it. pretty much, my guy. Oh God, I'm getting pinged. I'm getting pinged on. I'm getting pinged on. Okay. Down big. Oof. Damn. Hurting tomorrow. Oh God, that's not good. That's. Dude literally didn't move. That is really funny. But yeah, boyos. Have I gotten through the stats yet? No, I have not. Chris Weidman with 4 assists. Michael Pezzetta 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. Yoel Armia with 3 assists. Rem Pitlick and Anthony Richard with a goal. Jake Allen with an assist. With an assist. Oh, and also I forgot to put a fight down. Okay, sorry. Arber Xhekaj with 5 fights, Michael Pezzetta with 3, Caden Gooley with 2, Brendan Gallagher, Jake Evans, and Chris Weidman each with a fight as well. So yeah, there we go, boys. That is the Canadiens game. Montreal. Montreal did not play too good, and we lost big time. 7-2 loss against the Florida Panthers. Because goddamn, why not? Yeah, boys, I'm gonna start doing the outro. If you guys got any comments or questions, again, please let me know, boys. That'd be appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Xhekaj. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share, everything includes, but it's not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. Else. My name is Xhekaj. Subscribe to the Puff Club. Subscribe to the Club. Share some of your ideas if you were last one. Thank you for all the comments and streams and our videos is much greatly appreciated. Yeah, Eternal Renderman, Bedard and Mishkov, man. Like, everybody's forgetting Mishkov. Like, I understand Bedard is fantastic. Bedard is absolutely incredible. People forgetting Matthew Mishkov exists. And if we don't get Bedard, I think he's a damn good reconciliation prize. You know, you don't end up with Conor Bedard, you get future 60 goal scorer Matthew Mishkov, which is perfectly fine. Oh no, Eternal Render. No, yeah, I'm not saying we're gonna pass. Obviously, I'm not saying we're passing on Bedard for Mishkov, but I'm just saying if we don't get Bedard. If you don't get Bedard, I want Mishkov. Fuck Adam Fantilli. I don't like Adam Fantilli. I want Matthew Mishkov over Adam Fantilli. And it's awesome that it seems Matthew Mishkov is kind of dropping in rankings. Like, I'm pretty sure. Let me look up, like, NHL 2023 draft rankings. Like, I'm pretty sure Mishkov is starting to fall. Oh, and this is perfect. There's a couple that are out right now. Like, Sportsnet. Okay, there we go. Yeah, see, so, like, for example, like right now, obviously Bedard's number 1. Leo Carlson, Matvey Mishkov. And honestly, I would legitimately love if this dude falls even more because of the doubt of him coming over to the NHL, and then he comes over for the Montreal Canadiens. Like, guys, like, just exactly, Eternal. Like, just imagine Matvey Mishkov getting picked like 8th overall by the Habs with Florida's pick. And like looking at Ferrari, like Bedard number 1, Fantilli number 2, Carlson 3, Matvey Mishkov is number 5. Also, big shout out Will Smith. And then elite prospects, sorting by say total points. Never mind, I shouldn't be doing that because where in the fuck is Matvey Mishkov? Yeah, like dude's played 12 games. He has 10 goals in the KHL. Wait, no, never mind. In the VHL, dude has 1 goal in 6 games in the KHL. One of them was on a loan. Like, that is not bad at all. That is legitimately not bad. That is really solid. And then looking at the hockey writers for December, Bedard's number 1. Mishkov is number 2. So like he's a consensus top 5 pick. But we'll see how far he goes. Gonna be fun draft for sure. Eternal Render, absolutely, my guy. Hell yeah. And also, see you, NZA. Thank you for coming by, man. Links in the description are the Amazon wish, the PO box, and the PayPal, the Discord, the Twitch, the Letterboxd, and the Speedrun account are all down there as well. Thank you guys again so much for watching. My name is Harry Rice, and I am out. Adam Royale. Always remember, no matter bad we're like last year, how we are like this year. Go Habs, go, baby. Thank you guys again so much for watching. My name is Harry Rice, and I'm out. Love you guys. Hey, Eternal Renders things. See, no problem, my guy. Enjoy yourself. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Harry Rice, and I'm out. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye, guys. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye, guys. Hey, let's go, boyos. Another successful live stream yet again.